Thanks, sir. Enjoy the ride. Oh, hi there. Welcome to Twoloosebricks Adventures, Bricksters and Lego friends. Don't forget your VIP ticket to enjoy all the fun right here in the amusement park. Hey there, Bricksters and Lego friends. How's it going on? Okay, so you've seen the intro. Now you know what Project Bruce is. Project Bruce is Jaws and Jaws Ride roller coaster. This is more of a movie themed roller coaster than it's just Jaws, because I utilized the ship over here in this corner to be part of like the Goonies, where we have the guy at the piano type of here, the skeleton, that guy, and I'm going to get the minifigure of Sloth and put in there as well. Now here we have the Kong Skull Island with King Kong and the girl up here on the edge, and of course the shark Jaws roller coaster itself, and Bruce in there, who is also animated. Now Bruce has come to me via the directions of JK Brickworks, and Jason there had a lovely design of a shark with the 3-in-1 creator shark. So I took that, modified it just a little bit to make it work with my shark here, and obviously had to modify my shark to fit on to that. So basically what I have got done here is I have the main motor right here, and from there it goes into like a T-junction, which is basically some gears. This is a Lego T-junction, but you can make it up with some axles and gears. Run it over to the shark mechanism and over to the gear which drives the chain for the roller coaster. So without further ado, we'll just turn it on and let them go around. Now there's some tricks to modifying this roller coaster that is very unnerving, and it doesn't work sometimes. Some people have a lot of difficulty. There's a lot of different ways to modify the chain pull-up on this, and sometimes it catches just like that. I wanted to get the chain as close to the flat as I could, so when it comes around it grabs and takes on, because the little pull-up tab is about halfway down the first car. I had to get the tension right on the chain, and also the feedback loop of the chain. The tension has to be right there too. Very critical thing is right here on this half loop right here. If it's flat, you have trouble with it. And sometimes it catches just like it did there and it will stop. Sometimes it will stop up here. This one here, if we put a plate, just a one plate underneath, even just a 1x2 plate on the outside, that's all I have there right now, gives it enough downward momentum of the cars that it will go down and around and go down and back up again. Of course, it's not fully as the set came out and designed, because I had to build it up some here, 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 and here, and I changed that. I put a pillar in there for the chain to go down through, another pillar in here next to the rock pillar, just for added support of that mechanism and chain there. Now there's other ways to do it. There's other videos out there as well on how to do that, but I chose to do it my own way, and battle with the consequences of the failure of this particular coaster. Now, mine has been stopping as it gets up here, and not enough momentum as it gets down here to come back up again. There's this little trick called olive oil. Get a little bit of olive oil, put it on a tissue, and just wipe it along the tracks, and all along the circle, half circle here, and downwards. You can do it in all of them for that matter. And then once you put the olive oil on, just wipe it on lightly, get another clean cloth and wipe it all off. It just alleviates some of the friction of the plastic and the dirt on the track that it's accumulated from the wheels, and it flows beautiful. As you can see right now, it's working fine. 5 minutes ago, before I did the olive oil thing, it would stop there, it would stop up there, it was making me want to tear my hair out and do this all over again. And I thought, well, heck it, I'm going to put the oil on it and see what happens. You know, works well, except sometimes that first car likes to skip off as it goes up. So, and of course, if it doesn't have the proper momentum coming out of there, it won't go all the way around. So it likes to jump off here because the chain is up high, and if the car kind of goes on a little bit of a tilt, one of the grabber side pieces that sits down under the rail likes to lift up a little bit and derail the car off. And that's what happens. You got to keep that chain in the middle, right, going right up and through. So that's also in the tension cams that I have down here. I also have some guide cams in between it. So I have my two tension gears like this, and my my tension cams in the middle, and my guide cams on the outside. So the chain comes through there and keeps it centered in the take-up part. Now in the upper part, I don't have it centered. And see, once again, just not quite enough momentum, I guess. I don't know. It just likes to skip sometimes. Now, if we put a little more juice into that motor and drive it around a little bit more, it seems to get more momentum. But sometimes it will skip going up there and cause more issues coming off and jamming up the head car up there. We'll let it run at a higher speed for a minute and see what happens. Now, Bruce, see, there it is. It comes off. So you can't really run it at a high speed. Now, Bruce is actually functioning quite well over there, moving back and forth. And this was my whole idea, to have him on a coral, or not on, but in a coral reef situation with a little diver in front, and sort of have the jaws that Amityville here play the thing, and to make this a movie ride. So yeah, getting back to the movie ride type thing, Pirates of the Caribbean is also in this at this end, because in my display it's all pirates over here, Pirates of the Caribbean and such. So it's kind of like a movie ride. Now the other thing you should check for is make sure that all your joints are actually sticking down, because if they're not sticking down, they tend to, that one there is just sitting on a plate. It's not actually on because it is off-centered, just because of the extra stuff we had to put in and move it around and stuff. So, and these towers had to be raised by one full brick all the way around, and there, and there, in order to accommodate the height of the track being raised up and the cars going through and the hair pieces on the minifigures, or they would just jam up. So yeah, it's looking pretty good right now. This is where I've got it at this point. I think the only other thing I could do to it maybe would be to remove this pillar right here and take this pillar out, put a through pillar in there like I have in the middle here that the chain goes through, run more chain down here and under and through, so it's on the flat part. So when the car comes through on the flat part, it grabs it and takes it up, and we would not have to worry about down here in this section. I think that would solve that. However, that being said, on either a small piece of track or the bigger pieces of the curved track, they don't have them straight across. They got them in X's, the beams, so there would have to be a beam modified and cut out here on the end. Not a big problem for me, because I would do that, but for the purists out there, they may not like that. So yeah, so you got to keep that in mind. That's just my thing. I don't care if I cut and modify. See, it's starting to slow down a bit again now. Might be some dirt up there. I'm not sure what's going on, but it was going good for quite some time. For some reason, things just really are slowing down. I might not have it up where I should have had that in the speed either. So we'll see. Seems to be going good again. Just wasn't just quite enough momentum, I guess, to get it going around. That's the project I've been working on. I haven't had a few videos out lately because this has been taking my time, really mind breaking me and making me mental over this. So this is what I came up with. Hope you did enjoy it. And if you have any questions on how to motorize this or whatever, just don't be afraid to comment down below. and I'll see what I can do to help answer your questions and help you along with your journey into motorizing this pirate roller coaster. Every coaster is different, even the big one, the amount of chains you use, the tension, if the track gets dirty, if it's motorized, a small motor versus big motor versus the hand crank. There's so many different factors and variables into them, it's hard to say right off what it could be. See, now he's derailed already going up because the chain has lifted him. But all in all, it works pretty well. It'll work well in the display, and also when I take it to the show in a couple weeks, hopefully it won't act up quite like this. And that'll work. I'll have to take my olive oil with me because I think those tracks need to be maybe just cleaned off a little bit better, and we'll see from there. I'm just going to brush anything off here with some dust. You know, and the wheels could get dirty. I know in model trains, if your wheels get dirty, they can't conduct electricity, and it's just from dirt and dust being on the tracks. Same thing happens here in the Lego world, so you got to keep everything nice and clean. And so yeah, so that's about it. Like I said, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. I know it may be slightly annoying seeing this with 3 camera angles, but I wanted to make sure I got everything there. And as always, until next time, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe down below. And I will talk to you guys again shortly. Oh, and if you go swimming, watch out for sharks. You never know where they might be. That's about it for me today. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe down below, and hit that notification bell so you'll know the next time we upload a video. Take care, and I will talk to you guys again in the next video very shortly.